This is the Westinghouse 11,000 peak watt dual fuel portable inverter generator, and straight out of the box, it looks pretty solid and modern. The blue and black color mix gives it a nice touch, making it stand out from some of those older clunky generators I've seen in the past. You can immediately feel this thing is built tough. At nearly 190 pounds, it's not exactly lightweight, but with the wheels and the folding handle, it's actually a lot more manageable than I was expecting. If you're worried about moving it around your yard or job site by yourself, it's doable, but probably easier with a friend. My first impression, after setting it up, was that it felt more user-friendly than I imagined. Sometimes, with heavy-duty generators, there's a hesitation, like it might be complicated and technical, but honestly, the instructions included are straightforward. There's a quick start guide, all the vital parts and cables are right there in the box, and even the oil and the funnel you need for the initial setup come included. For someone like me, who isn't an electrician, but loves camping and needs reliable backup power for home, this is pretty reassuring. What got my attention first is the dual fuel capability. That means you have the choice of running it on regular gasoline or with propane. If you're new to generators, that's a great feature because during emergencies or power outages, you sometimes run out of gas or just prefer a cleaner option like propane. The switch between the two is simple, and I found that it fires up just as quickly on either fuel type. For anyone dealing with bad weather or unpredictable situations, trust me, this kind of flexibility is a big deal. When it comes to starting the unit, there's remote electric start, a push button, and a manual recoil. I was a little skeptical about the remote start with the key fob, but it actually works from quite a distance. I don't have to walk outside in the pouring rain or freezing cold just to get the generator going, which is honestly huge for convenience and safety. The electric start is responsive, and there's a backup manual pull in case you ever need it. It's things like this that make it friendly for people who don't want to fuss around too much. Noise-wise, I know that's a huge worry for a lot of us, especially if you're thinking about using it at home or while camping. The Westinghouse 11,000 is one of the quieter models for this much power. It's rated at around 64 dB. If you're new to sound levels, that's about as loud as a normal conversation. I could stand a few feet away and still talk on the phone without raising my voice. So for me, it's perfect for backyard activities, work sites, or campgrounds where you don't want to annoy your neighbors. On the performance side, this unit is genuinely impressive. With 9,000 running watts, which means the power it can sustain, and 11,000 starting or peak watts, what it can briefly hit when you turn things on, it can handle most essentials in my house. Fridge, sump pump, lights, maybe even the AC during a blackout. If you use propane, you get a bit less, but it's still plenty for what most families need. For those unsure about inverter generators, just know this design means it provides clean power. Basically, it's safe for sensitive electronics like laptops or TVs, something older generators might not guarantee. The built-in carbon monoxide co-sensor is another thing I appreciate, especially with safety in mind. Carbon monoxide is a dangerous gas you can't see or smell, and too many people forget about it with generators. This model automatically shuts off if CO levels get too high, so you get extra peace of mind when running it closer to your home or workspace. There's a digital LED display right on the front, which shows you how much fuel you have left, the power output, voltage, total hours run, and even estimated runtime. That real-time info keeps me in control of when I'll need to refuel or if I'm pushing the generator too hard. I've seen a lot of people struggle with generators that have no displays, so this makes life way easier. No more guessing. The outlets cover a lot of ground. Standard household plugs, a big 120, 240 volt outlet for things like a dryer or RV, and even transfer switch ready plugs so you can hook it up directly to your home's electrical box if you want. Each outlet has a rubber safety cover to keep the weather and dust out, which seems minor but makes a real difference over time. If you're thinking about camping, backup, or even running some power tools on a site, this one's got you covered. Fuel economy is always a question. At 25% load, it can run for up to 17 hours on a full 9.8-gallon gas tank. That's basically all night or most of a workday before you need to top off. On propane, with a standard tank, you'll get a little less, but it's great for shorter outages or small events. In my experience, unless you're blasting every appliance at once, it lasts longer than expected. One thing I noticed is that it's a bit heavier than I hoped. So if you're someone who plans to move it on your own frequently, you might feel the weight. The included wheels and handle make all the difference. Without them, I'd probably avoid moving it more than I needed to. As someone who wants a hassle-free experience, I also pay attention to maintenance. The oil warning and automatic low oil shutdown mean it won't get ruined if you forget to check the oil. Plus, the included maintenance kit gives you a nice head start. Keeping it clean and checking everything every so often is easy enough, nothing technical. If you're new to portable generators, I want to point out that even though the setup might seem intimidating at first with a lot of parts and plugs, this one makes it as straightforward as possible. The included quick start guide and online resources from Westinghouse are super helpful. For safety, always run your generator outside, never inside your garage or close to windows, even with the co-sensor. I'd recommend this for anyone looking for a reliable backup for their house, or for folks who go camping or tailgating and need power for RVs or electronics. It's perfect for powering essentials without doing a complicated setup. If you want versatility, easy startup, and less noise, it checks all those boxes. In conclusion, the Westinghouse 11,000 peak watt dual fuel portable inverter generator is all about reliable power, helpful features, and straightforward design. From my experience, it delivers on flexibility and user comfort, which are big priorities for me. Sure, it's not the lightest on the market, but with the features and power you get, I think it's a fair trade-off. I will update specific information about the Westinghouse 11,000 peak watt dual portable inverter generator in the comments. Don't forget to catch my next video.